On the road to being the best version of yourself, one of the biggest blessings you can have is losses. There's more lessons in losses than it is in wins. Because when you keep winning, you're not correcting the little things because you're winning. But when you losing and you feel the agony of defeat because you want to win, you see what made you lose. You see your flaws. You see the mistakes. So now you're working on it. Now you're making corrections. You know how I feel to lose. And so now you're working hard, chasing the people who beat you, chasing the people in front of you. You working harder and harder, chasing them, and now you're getting better than them. But when they keep winning, and the winning is easy, they team stacked up, they piling up, or they fighting weak competitors, just getting wins and wins and wins. They don't know how I feel to fail. And so when adversity hit, they never been there. They might crumble. You been there. You're not going to crumble. You're going to get back up and you're going to work hard. You're going to correct your mistake. But they ain't had those losses. They don't see their flaws. And about time they see their flaws, you done fixed yours and you done passed them up. You done passed them up. Because it's lessons in those losses, and those losses going to propel you to pass the people who had those easy wins. So don't despise small beginnings, because there's lessons at the bottom that you could never get when you start at the top for real. We got to renew our mind. We got to renew our thinking. Sometimes what worked over here won't work over there. And when you on the road to greatness, on the road to being the best version of yourself, you have to renew your mind every day. It's new ways of doing things. And a lot of times we surrounded by people who stuck in the past and the old way of thinking. That worked then, it won't work now. And when you going up and up and up and you striving for greatness, that person with that old mindset, they gonna get in the way because they ain't gonna see your vision of growth. They wanna stay here. They so power thirsty and just love the position they at because there's somebody right there that they not gonna move up and bring new people in and expand. They want to keep everybody down and keep their position of power because of insecurities. And they not renewing their minds, so they stuck. And you got growth and you trying to grow, and you got this person with you who don't want to grow. And it's gonna be a clash, and you're not gonna be the best version of yourself with them. You're gonna end up resenting them, and they're gonna end up resenting you. You trying to get here and they want to stay here. And so when you see that, you gotta cut ties. You gotta love them from a distance. I ain't gotta hate you. We can still be friends, but I'm gonna go over here because I'm trying to get there and you want to stay there. And so once you see that, you gotta let people be, because you can't change their mindset. You gotta accept people for who they are and love them from a distance if you on the road to being the best version of yourself for real. A lot of times we lower who we are. We lower our standards. Lower what we know we really want to be more relatable. But instead of lowering who we are, lowering our standards, lowering what we really want to be relatable, we need to raise who we are, raise our standards, raise what we really want not to be relatable, but to be exceptional for real. When a person want to leave, let them go. And a lot of times, if they stay, they don't want to be there. They don't want to be there, and we trying to convince them to stay, and we end up sacrificing our beliefs, sacrificing our standards, and giving up our morals and our values just to keep them around and satisfy them. And when we do that, we are losing ourselves. So when a person want to go, let them go, because God a lot of times want to bless us with something new, somebody new, but we hold on to the old and we don't have room to bring in what God wants us to bring in. We got to watch what we looking at, what we giving our time and our attention to. When we focus on what we should be focused, we would dream about it, we would think about it. And scripture teaches us, as a man thinketh, so is he. So whatever you watching, whatever you listening to, that's on your mind. And what's on your mind, you really attract that, and now you focus on it. But if we strolling all day on social media, if we talking to the people about who's screwing who, or who doing what, or who killed who, that's what we thinking about. We thinking about drama. We thinking about gossip. We thinking about the twerk videos. And guess what we not thinking about? Our goals, our plans, and our strategy. One thing I learned about life, and I learned this the hard way, some people would dislike you and hate you no matter what you do or don't do. They got their mind made up, I do not like you. You could try to convince them otherwise. You could try to be better. You could be nice to them, and they just don't like you. Jesus taught, love God with all your heart, all your mind, all your soul, and love your neighbor as you love yourself. And they still stoned him and put him on the cross and killed him. They still hate him to this day. And so no matter what you do or don't do, if a person got their mind made up, they don't like you, don't try to convince them, don't try to change their mind. Just understand they are not called to you, and they won't see your uniqueness, and it's a waste of time and energy trying to convince somebody who got their mind made up they don't want to be convinced, for real. Having self-pity is like drinking poison hoping somebody else die. You only hurting yourself when you make excuses for why you're not doing what you know you should be doing. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. And if you don't want to do it, you will find an excuse every single time. And we take ourselves off the hook in our own mind by not being self-accountable, blaming everybody else or blaming our problems while we're not doing what we should be doing. And when we doing that, we're not fooling nobody else. We only hurting ourselves, because these are our dreams. This is our vision and nobody else's. So when we take ourselves off the hook for not doing what we should be doing, man, them people gonna live their life. And we, the one who not gonna be the best version of ourselves, and have to live with that. So making excuses and having self-pity, tricking yourself out of not being accountable and doing what you should be doing, man, that's like drinking poison, hoping somebody else die, and you will go to your deathbed with a whole bunch of regrets. Everything is spiritual. We in a war, and the war we fighting is not physical. Scripture teaches the war we in is a spiritual fight. It's not fists, it's not bombs, and it's not guns, but it's a spiritual situation that we can't even see with our physical eyes. Some people in our life who just do everything to trick us out of our peace, trick us out of our goals, man, that's Satan working through that person. That is Satan working through that person, and Satan never showed up in nowhere in scripture with pitchforks and horns breathing fire. He always comes slick and manipulative and play on your temptations, and he worked through people close to you. And so that person who try to destroy you, that's Satan working through them. It's a spirit working through them. Everything is spiritual. So we gotta beware of Satan working through people, because God works through people when he bless you and try to move you up in better situation, and Satan works through people trying to destroy you and hurt your life and keep you from being the best version of yourself. So it's a war we really in, and it's spiritual, and God working through people to get us here, and Satan working through people to destroy our life and keep us down there, for real. When we on our journey, when we on the road to being the best version of ourselves, we have to be definite of our purpose, definite of our goals, definite of what we really want. And when we definite, our words will be different. Instead of I might, or I think I can, or maybe, you gonna talk like, yes, it's gonna get done at this time. Because our words produce thoughts, and our thoughts produce things. And if we definite of our words, we definite of our thoughts, and then our actions is gonna be definite. But if we, I might, I maybe can, we gonna think like that. And if we think like that, we gonna hesitate and procrastinate. And when we definite, we gotta surround ourselves with like-minded people who are definite. Because you could be definite, and then you dealing with somebody like, I might, or maybe, and now they second guessing, now they got you second guessing. No, we have to be definite and surround ourselves with definite people who see what we see. When a person show you who they are, believe them. Believe them the first time. We waste a whole bunch of time and energy thinking we could change people. We waste a whole bunch of time and energy trying to make sense to somebody who don't want to be made sense to. We waste a whole bunch of time and energy trying to convince someone to like us who got their mind made up. They would never like you. Some people are who they are, and ain't nothing you could do. You could be real to them, you could show them different, and they gonna be just who they are. We cannot change people. Sometimes our frustration is actually a blessing to our life. If we're not frustrated at the level we at, that means we're not growing and we're comfortable. And if we in our comfort zone, we will stay at that same level for the rest of our life. But the moment we get uncomfortable in that situation, we get frustrated. And when we get frustrated, it forces us to move. It forces us to make decisions like, no, this ain't for me. And when you get frustrated enough, you will do what it takes to get you to the next level to stop your frustration. And if we're not frustrated, we're comfortable and we're not growing. And so our frustration is actually a blessing, because if we don't be irritated, if we're not frustrated, we will stay where we at for the rest of our life just because we're comfortable. So frustration a lot of times is a blessing, letting us know there's more to life than where we at right now, for real. I heard this pastor by the name of Darius Daniels say, making a mistake or doing something wrong don't make you a fool. But what makes you a fool is not learning from your mistake or what you did wrong and keep doing it over and over and over. That's what makes us a fool, for real.